Update version 31.0 is upon us, and hello. We've got a lot of stuff that's going to be dropping next month, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more in the future as well from Marvel Contest of Champions. So what has Kabam got cooked up for us when it comes to the new update? Well, we've got 2 new champions, so it's confirmed now that Shang Chi and Mr. Negative are added to the game, as well as Act 7.2 is coming into the game, and as well something to whet the appetite of those that are endgame players, and as well hopefully give more to those that want something more of a kind of skilled challenge for those endgame players that are incredibly skilled and good at the game. Now, something to kick off with and something to talk about is the look of Shang Chi. I've got to be honest, I'm pretty disappointed in the design that they've gone for. Look, most of the designs that Kabam come out with are brilliant. Very questionable about last month with the Realm of Champions champions. But look, they're good. They've got good abilities. It's just the same instance that I have, same thoughts that I have about the previous champions, like Source of Supreme. They're okay in look, but I'm just not that into them. Still don't really like Source of Supreme from a visual standpoint, but the abilities still are, the overriding thing. So what's my problems with Shang-Chi from a looks perspective? Well, the design. Now, there are many costumes of Shang-Chi over the years. You'll see them on screen now. So we've got from the very first one, Master of Kung Fu, where he's got more of a kind of like, described as like Rambo meets Fists of Fury type Bruce Lee vibes to it. Again, just me kind of like how I see it based on the look. But then going down, we've got this fantastic suit here. I love this particular like outfit, costume, whatever you want to describe it, where it's got the black part in the center part just over the chest area, and then it's all red on the outside with gold braces, and as well some kind of golden or yellow type footwear, which I rate. I think it's cool. Even this kind of more subtle version, which is just like a black tee with something of like a motif. It could be like a dragon or something. Still pretty cool, and it is like a version in yellow. So where does this new version come from? This version here. Well, this is actually coming from a very recent comic book run. This was from last year, 2020. This suit or uniform or costume became more prevalent for the character, which again I still find kind of weird. I understand this is touching on the comic book side of things. Okay, cool, that is all right. But I just kind of feel that with the release of the upcoming movie and the reasons that we're getting Shang-Chi and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to really say with it, because I feel Kabam could have done it, but maybe they're not allowed to do it at the time because of the state of the slate scheduling changes. Maybe down the line they're able to put in the movie version, or maybe they know that the version from 2020 will be the more overriding costume down the line. I really do not know, and it just kind of like raises more questions, because they would know about this time that the costume, which was a closely guarded secret, is technically not a closely guarded secret because it's out. Unless Kabam didn't know about this and weren't allowed to know about the costume design up until the trailer release. God only knows, but it's just one of these situations going like, okay, it is what it is, and this is the outfit that we're going to be having in game. Again, it's just slight criticism there about that, but apart from that, okay, good. And if you want to see a spotlight of it, then I will probably do a video covering the spotlight of the champion. So say lock to the channel. Now, I'm happy Kabam as well have done Shang-Chi as a skill character. Could have gone Mystic, depending on how they want to build the character from a power-based perspective, and where he comes and has his powers and where he draws them from. But, still to be skill is still pretty cool. Negative Man, or Mr. Negative, is science, which again is cool. I've got no problems with the look and appearance because you can't really get it wrong. It's white tie, black shirt, white jacket, and the character looks a bit like Sunspot. You can't really get that wrong. Kabam have also done a great job with this one to kind of give it the more of like negative look, that Mr. Negative kind of appeal. But difference is this time he's wearing a waistcoat, so he's more tactical and movement, which again makes sense. And as well, Kabam don't have to do like flowing things like like jacket tails and stuff if he is indeed fighting. So that's good. Moving on, the side event, which we'll have more details of in another video, so look out for that. And that is collect the 10 rings. The 10 rings of the Mandarin have been discovered in the battle realm. Collect the 10 rings by completing special master class solo objectives and train in the I'm just trying to think of like the way it's said in Chinese or Mandarin or something, because it's Lu. Is it Lu? No, it's not Lu Te. Le Te. Mandarin is not my language, so you know I can barely speak English. And use them to open locked paths in the special tournament of the 10 rings side quest to collect the rewards hidden in special tournaments chests. Again, more details will be that in a further video. But these solo objectives. In order to complete most of the masterclass solo objectives, you'll need to use specific class of champions to complete the challenges, earning your rings of the Mandarin. I hope we get the Mandarin in the future, like with the film release. It just got to be Mandarin in this game will be an absolute just beast. Although after the state of Odin's been, hopefully that rework, which is meant to be coming in very, very soon for May. Hopefully it's good. Ancient health potions you get, herbal revives. So it's good. We're getting another one of those special months and hand crystal shards. So that's nice. We'll have something like revives, health potions, which is going to be great if you are doing some endgame content, and especially if you're looking to grind Act 7.2, which is indeed dropping next month. Trade in hand-to-hand crystal shards for special crystals containing some skilled champions trained in martial arts and hand-to-hand combat. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice. And also we get a free Shang Chi champion. Again, nice. Looking pretty cool. I feel like they've done more of a Tekken vibe. I'm just getting some really like Tekken vibes off of Shang Chi, especially from that look there. He looks pretty mad. So yeah, some just ticked him off a little bit. Then we go with upset the meta. Funny. Kabam's got jokes there for that. Karina's found some of Grandmaster's missing isosphere in the hands of Gwenpool, who has decided to use his awesome power to improve the contest of champions. Can Karina recover the isosphere before Gwenpool's audacious plans to tear the battle realm apart? To find out in Act 7 Chapter 2, upset the meta. Hot on the heels of Chapter 1's success, Chapter 2 keeps the same format that works so well already, with a few changes. Choice nodes are back again to give players a chance to swap out non-KO'd 5 or 6 champions for another in their roster. Excellent, love it. There is one big change in the positioning of the bosses for these quests. Instead of different bosses at the end of different paths, players will complete a path and find themselves transported to an exit island. There they can choose from any of the 3 final bosses available on the map, regardless of the path they choose to get there. So that's cool. That means that probably picks your boss, I want to assume. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to do 7.2 beta kind of look over, but if that's the case, if that's that you choose your boss, that's nice, because it could be one that you kind of like you're really good at, but then others you might be worse at. So you're like, hey, well, I picked the one that I think is the more suited. And then Karina's challenge. This here is for the endgame player, so this is for those that are looking for a real challenge. And that's the thing. If you're good with challenges, then you're good. If you're like me, and sometimes you have to like you flake a little bit when it comes to like when it matters, just like man. But yeah, for those summoners who have stared into the abyss and laughed and have conquered every mountain that the contest thrown at them, they introduce a new set of extremely difficult solo objective designs for the most experienced and confident summoners. You'll be tasked with conquering familiar quests and content with specific champions and rarities. These solo objectives will only be available to those who have reached the Thronebreaker progression level and will be live later this month. Excellent. Do not take this challenge lightly, summoners. So yeah, that will be a lot of stuff. If not, you're looking at something. If it's going to be something ridiculous, I don't know, take a 4-star into Abyss, or kind of like, I don't know, within X amount of time, do 2 fights in Labyrinth, use this champion against this, finish a champion with a 1,000-hit combo. Things like that. That's going to be the big thing. Like, how will this challenge their certain players? Who is it really geared at? Is it something that's going to be like fair? Is it going to be something that's frustrating? Those things we'll learn on a little bit further on. And a champion update. Black Panther, whatever a Panther is, Black Panther Classic, Vulture, Mr. Fantastic, and Odin have been updated. So yeah, check out the forums for that info on that. That's still pretty cool. Mr. Fantastic, bit of an odd one to be put in there, and Black Panther Classic, that's cool. I think I've got the 5-star version. I'm gonna have to like think about ranking it up. So it'll be cool to see where and what that character gets. Will I get any new animations? Don't know. You know, Odin's going to be important to players that have him in order to see what the ramp up is. And I'll be talking about that particular buff, which I haven't had, I'm not able to play with yet. I think this is going to be a case that all of these champions here, once they go live in the update next week, is then when I get to test them out. I need to check that to give an opinion. And that has really been it. That's been what's been dropping next month. That's been a full overview of things. What are your thoughts? Put it in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching this video. And we out of here. We out of here. Check out some other stuff there. Bye bye, everybody. Bye.